Welcome back to another video, or welcome if you're new. My name is Nicola and I have a small home fragrance business that I run from my kitchen with a toddler and a baby. This week I'm hoping to start restocking, reorganising, getting back on top of things. I have got some orders to pack. I need to order some supplies, some ingredients, got a bit of admin to do. That being said, I had my first event at the weekend and it was a lovely day, a really nice way to get back into markets after having my baby. It was super local, right on my doorstep, which is really handy, and lovely people, lovely day. The weather held out, it was supposed to rain but it didn't, and generally it was just great. It was a vegan market, so a lot of it is food based, which was super duper yummy, but the aftermath of said market is currently all over my kitchen. So my theory was that it made sense, while everything was out, to go through everything behind me and try and make sense of everything before piling everything back in. That was my plan. It is half term this week, so I'm not really sure how it's going to go. It will be what it will be. I'm not sure how much I'm going to actually be able to get done, but I'm going to make a cup of tea and just get started. Okay, so here is my storage office studio situation. I've got these three cabinets that are usually behind me. Various things in each of them. They do all have a purpose, but they are an absolute mess, so please do not judge. Let's get cracking. Behind door number one, this is what I call the making cupboard. So in here I've got all of my fragrance oils, jugs, ingredients, wicks, wick stickers, dyes, waxes, micas. At the bottom is usually where I have all my wax melts. Like I said, they're all out all over the kitchen at the moment from the market at the weekend. So believe it or not, that bottom shelf is usually much more full than that. This all needs a good old going through. It's one of those cupboards that I open the doors and everything falls on top of me. So definitely keen to get started on this one. On to cupboard number two. This is my product cupboard, as I would probably call it. The top two shelves have usually got refills on them, candle refills and diffuser refills, with the bottom shelf mainly being used for jars. It's supposed to be done jars, but the boxes are not labelled. There's a lot of spares in there. Some seconds boxes that need labelling. Again, a lot of them are out, although to be honest, these are quite low. I did get through quite a lot of these at the market, so I definitely need to do a proper restock. I need to restock. Cupboard number three, or the cupboard of doom, as we can probably call it. This is my admin cupboard with all my spare jars, various, let's just reveal. Yeah. Not ideal, is it? Don't judge. Do not judge me. From what I can see, I have, so the top left is the only area that I really know and use. That white tray is mainly full of my labels. Labels for actually products, but mainly labels for orders, order packing, thank you cards, things like that, along with clearly a lot of other stuff chucked in there as well. On the right, I'm not even sure. I know I've got some books that I would love to actually read and get to, some business books. Middle shelf, I mean, who knows? Let's be honest, there are no words. Supposed to be letterbox candles in there. I think I can see one box. Bottom, again, spare jars on the bottom left, so I need to go through and do a count of those before I place any orders. Bottom right is, I'm not going to say uniform, but things I wear to markets. Just, yeah, I mean, they're not exactly neatly folded. I think they need a new home as well. This is the worst cupboard by far. Not sure whether to start with this or finish with this. I will get my cup of tea, might have another biscuit, and see where the day takes me. that was complete chaos. To be fair, the whole calm the chaos theory was dented, maybe a tiny chip, small dent, but still. It's definitely been harder this time than in the last video, possibly due to half term, possibly due to adding more to my already full plate. Planning too much, maybe. Night feeds are a wonderful time to make to-do lists and add to my already full plate. Again, I feel like I need to add a disclaimer or something. I am in no way complaining whatsoever. I absolutely love my situation. And half term, yes, it gave me a lot less time to work on the business, but it does give me more time with my son, which of course is the whole point and the reason behind all of this. My baby girl was also poorly with a cold, so she was up every sort of 20 minutes or so through the night. I am one of those people who is terrified of falling asleep sat up holding a baby, so we took it in turns to tag in and out and do shifts. We made it work. She then had her vaccinations, and to be honest, they made her super drowsy, and I think that probably helped with her recovery. It meant she actually did get some sleep. We were then awake every sort of 2 hours, hour to 2 hours, rather than 20 minutes. I think some people might think, oh my goodness, up every 2 hours, that sounds like my absolute worst nightmare. Other people might think, 2 hours? Crikey. Living the dream. Every baby is different. Every parent is different. For me, every 2 hours at 3.5, nearly 4 months with a cold, pretty good. That being said, we have definitely been surviving, not thriving. So work-wise can be a bit frustrating when it gets to nighttime and I feel like I really haven't done anything or even have a business to run, particularly at the moment. But that's the deal, and I certainly wouldn't trade it for the other way around. One thing I have realised though is that motherhood and running a business, or any other commitment, general working or anything, is like a sort of triangle where obviously there's kids and there's the house and home life, and then there's work. And doing all three is pretty much impossible, or it feels impossible at the moment. Obviously the kids part is always going to be at the top, that goes without saying, but the house and home life versus the business is a daily battle. It's dramatic. If I work in the pockets of time that I get, then the house slowly falls apart around me. If I use that time to do the house, do some laundry, hoover, general tidying, I quite like cleaning and tidying, so if I do that instead, then obviously that's in place of working. I also find that having a crazy messy house really does affect me mentally as well. I find it really stressful, and it just adds to any overwhelm that I might already be feeling. And so at the moment it is a bit of a struggle. I have questioned whether it's even possible to do any of it at the moment, especially the last week or so. It's felt a lot, if I'm honest, but I'm hanging in there. It will get easier, I'm sure, or at least it will feel more natural. Routines will happen, and I will hopefully get a feel for what I'm doing. But the thing is, I also don't want to wish away this magical time with our kids, and the age that they are at is just amazing. So I don't want to wish that away to get to the organised part. So I thought it was just worth mentioning because it's not all sunshine and roses, and I don't want to sit here and just constantly smile and say, oh, isn't it funny how stressful everything is, or come across as nailing it and just super pumped all the time that, haha, what a battle, because that's not the reality, and it can be a struggle, and I do doubt at times whether I can do both. But it's a hard balance, and that's why we're having this chat. I'm hanging in there at the moment. So moving on. I have got a smaller local market this weekend, which is my usual one for local pickup as well. It is smaller than the other markets I do, but it's a nice regular one I sort of keep my hand in, and they're really nice people that are there. It's a really lovely, it's only a couple of hours actually, it's quite a short one, and there's a farmer's market outside, so yeah, it's really, really lovely. And I did prioritise restocking, so I should be good for that, and then I can make a plan from there as to what on earth I do next. It's currently a mystery, but I guess you'll find out in the next video what I decide to tackle next. So I'm leaving it there, I think, for this one. Realistically, I think it's looking like I'll be able to do this and get these up every other week. I'm thinking Friday evenings. Feels like a nice time. I'm not sure. Let me know what you think, or when you watch these kind of things, or when. Also, let me know any obstacles or challenges you found with having multiple commitments, whether it's kids, business, general work, or anything at all. Having to split yourself between various things in a triangle or a square or even a pentagon, who knows? How do you manage to balance it? Or don't you? And is that why you're here? Anyway, thank you so much for watching and for sharing this journey with me. The love and support that I received on my last video was so humbling and motivating, really unexpected actually, and it did give me a good boost, a well-needed boost. So thank you. Let's see how we get on in the next one. More tea and biscuits needed. I think we've got this.